Welcome to the Savage Leather Farming Guide. I'll be your host, Master, and I'll be taking you through step by step how to make that quick, fast gold for all your needs. Alright, first we're going to explain each area really quick. Okay, the first area we're going to try to do is the Tolbra Peninsula, and we'll go on from there. We got there's 3 areas total, so sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, First off, I'm using the fraps software, and I only get 30 seconds per clip, so if it looks a little choppy in the movie, I'm very sorry for that. But anyways, let's pretty much continue with this. First off, the ones that you want to kill the most are the ones like the dark wood lurkers. The brood mothers are the ones you don't really want to mess with, just because the fact is they're not really friendly for stealth classes just like me. And these are kind of a little bit unfriendly too, but basically all NPCs are really unfriendly anyways, but the things that you have to watch out the most that are even more deadly than NPCs are the common player. There's 2 types of players. There's the ones that want to get things done, and there are the ones that just want to go out and cause misery and mayhem, which of course some of you might be smiling right now because you're probably one of those types of people. but anyways, okay, well, things you need to bring is, for one, you want to use PvP gear. The reason why I'm not using PvP gear is because I've been doing this for a while, so I know what I'm up against when I'm not wearing it. But for the people that do not know, let me explain. Um, these environments are based on PvP areas, especially if you're in a PvP world. You want to make sure to have your resilience up to like 4,000 or a little bit under. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever floats your boat. As long as you have resilience, I think you'd be good. And whatever kind of spec that you want to go into to kill these things quick enough, then that's up to you. But I'm going to give you the differences. I'm going to just go through this, kill a couple, show you how it's done, even though it's kind of self-explanatory and really not much really to say in some situations. But yeah. I'm pretty much going to... But we're going to go into the other area, which I'm going to display on the map first before we actually go. There's another part that's called the Toberod PvP area. It's really good for skinning, which we'll be going to right now, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, well, we're on our way there. Just want to let you guys get a gander of it for the people that have never done this before. Alright, these are the things that you want to kill the most. Now, the difference between the area I showed you before and this area is this area right here is a little bit better, just because of the fact of the daily that you have to do on these alligators is it's a mandatory that you have to skin them. Sorry, loot them. So pretty much what you really have to go through is you still have to kill these, but for people that you see that are running around killing them, it's more likely that you're gonna have to like. Pretty much all thing you really have to do is just run around and skin free stuff, but really, ain't really much to it. The difference between drop rates for each of these types of alligators is really it ain't really much difference. They drop different things. Now, the best advice I would tell you is to empty out your bags as much as possible if you're doing these 2 areas, just because you need much as bag space as you possibly can. Also, it's good to have a leather working backpack to also carry your like your leathers and whatever out, so they won't get lost and jumbled up and whatever. It's more organized, and you can see what you're doing. Especially, you can get those bloated stomachs that give you nice fancy volatile stuff. Elements or whatever. So, but really, other things that you might want to include, you want like a guild that's above like at least 25 or at least has the perk of bountiful bags. It helps you get more skins more quicker, and it also helps you out in the long run. Saves much more time and effort, but that's more likely the requirements. You gotta be level 85. You need at least like decent PvP gear, which I'll put mine on right now just to show you that I do have it, but I don't really like using it. And also you need a guild that's level 25 or 23, and you just need a lot of time on your hands, because just farming in general takes a lot of time. It's not like you're going to get like 5 million gold or some crap like that in 5 minutes. Because things like that don't happen. Hell, it takes people like over 3 months to lose weight. And people are trying to use those weight loss pills, and those things don't work at all. Because it still requires you to exercise. So, whatever the case may be, you're still going to have to do it. No matter how much you don't want to. But if you just don't do it, then you're just not going to get anywhere. At least I taught y'all a lesson. First commentary video, I taught y'all a life lesson, which of course some of you don't care, and you're like, oh my god, just get on with the movie already. You just shut up and just tell me how to do this. I'm just gonna kill these couple of these, and then I'll go to the last area. Oh yeah, it's so fun to watch me kill things. You're like, ooh, it's so fascinating. And half of y'all probably just sleeping, and probably most of you are clicking the nice little red X button saying, he's such a total froob. Such a scrub cake. Yeah, I know. I know how most of you think, so it's okay. I still love you anyways. But pretty much, of course, you just seen it right there. Okay, for one tip that you just seen right there in the little corner of my screen of a little debuff that puts dots on me. All NPCs that I'm going to show you are basically going to be doing that to you. There's no way around it. Of course, I need to get out of here before I get ganked. But there's no really big way around that. They all do it. I would just sit there and time it right, because if you don't time it right, you're pretty much going to be screwed. In general, especially if like somebody else that's like on the opposite faction, they want to gank people wherever they see. So it's better to try to look around your surroundings before you kill most things. But truthfully, you're not going to run into it all the time. It depends on what kind of server you're on. But pretty much you don't. It's not a big factor. But okay, well, I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to go right into the other area in this movie. Alright, this is going to be for the part where people don't know how to get here. I just wanted to add to it. First, you go to the Hydro portal, some of you, and if you have to fly them out, you want to head into this direction where I'm going to, the regrowth. And pretty much, I will show you exactly where to land, or where to go to. But while we wait, we can just talk about random crap, or I can just keep quiet. I'm not really sure. Give me some comments, and of course, we have the magical phone. 1812 music. Yeah. That's something you could headbang to. Just don't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. You might, like, give you more brain damage than you probably already have. And it was a joke. I'm not trying to insult anybody. You guys will like me eventually, but then again, you might not. But here's the thing right here. You see, it's right here. It's like on the edge of the lake of the regrowth. Try to edge that in your mind so you can know. Now the only way you can get in here is you have to do the Fireland daily quests, which are held right over here. This sanctuary or whatever, it's like right there. Now the reason why these graphics are bad because fraps kind of kills my graphics card, even though it's really good. Because I can play this game on ultra and have like 60 frames per second, but this thing kind of bogs down the graphics and everything, and it could be choppy. I want to give you like clean video. Hopefully it's going to turn out clean. But anyways, as we were, once you're able to do all the dailies and you're actually able to unlock, sadly you still have to grind even more just to get into this area where I'm going to show you right now. That's why I showed you the first two areas, because basically anybody can get into that area, those two areas. For this area right here, which I consider to be the best in some cases, is because of the fact of it's more secluded and less things to worry about, and also the drops and everything are much more simple. But we'll get to it in a minute. But okay. Only thing you really have to know about this place and the drop rates and what they drop. Okay, these things only, what I'm killing are cinderweb creepers. They only drop red ash. So, truthfully, your backspace is gonna be thanking you in the long run, because you are not going to be like congesting so much stuff into your bags, so nothing would be crying for mercy while you're farming these things. And pretty much, I mean, they're almost the same. Pretty much, they're almost the same time. Sorry, same type of spiders in the dark wood area of Toberop events. Well, the only difference is, and also their dots are you can basically see them. You see when the Casper popped up, that's when he's gonna hit a dot on me. So it gives me much more time to kill him faster, so I don't have to worry about it. So it'll be less vulnerability there. And there's also days here that kind of force them to loot the spiders. It's just the same as the Darkwood area. It's not like the alligators. It would be so beast if they could do that. Like, mandatory every daily they have to loot. But no. It's basically the same thing. It's just the twist is it's less stress and less things to look out for. So you should be more comfortable having PvE gear. I still recommend to use PvP, but depending on what server you run. But most likely, if you are smart enough and you go on the certain times where the opposite faction is not on as much, then you can roll around in your PvP gear and kill these things quicker, so you don't have to worry about it. But that's pretty much for this video. I'm sorry if I kind of like was a little bit weird and wonky with the commentary, but this is my first time, and I'll probably get better in the future. But rate, subscribe, do whatever you want. But I'll talk to y'all later. See you later.